Like Floyd Mayweather told me, I can crack any Da Vinci Code in that ring. I'm the best. And I believe him, Skip. I believe in this boy. And I'm picking Floyd Mayweather by decision. I think that he is simply going to school Alvarez.
I'm going to flat out agree with you and then some. And I might surprise you here.
You have.
I'm also going Floyd unanimously and decisively, even more so than you.
Sandwiched between Justin Bieber and Lil Wayne, Floyd Mayweather entered the ring as the junior middleweight champion of the world, and 12 rounds later, he remained undefeated with more than $41 million to add to his healthy bank account. Most picked Floyd to win, and the only real surprise may have been the fact that one judge issued a draw on the scorecard. So, Stephen A., the fight is over. Your reaction while watching?
You know, Skip Bayless, I got to tell you something, man. Skip, I almost just want to sit there and just lean back and just let you go. Because, Skip, I don't know what else I can say about this boy. Skip.
Go ahead and try.
This dude, as far as I'm concerned, Skip, won every round. He reminded everybody that we are talking about the sport of boxing. Not just fighting, but boxing. He reminded us, Skip, that boxing is an art. It's skilled. It's about hitting and not getting hit. It's about the things that you do to perfect a craft in such a way. Yes, it is. Skip, listen, excuse me. You can say what you want about Canelo Alvarez, but this boy went in there undefeated. He's got power in both hands. He's universally recognized as one of the best in the world, Skip. He just went against the best. I mean, Floyd Mayweather, they're talking about, first of all, the $41.5 million that's guaranteed. Forget that. I spoke to a couple of people after the fight. They think he's going to make anywhere from $85 to $100 million for Saturday night's fight alone, okay?
Only in America.
Because of the pay-per-view sales, which, by the way, that's right, all right? And by the way, Floyd Mayweather is watching the show right now. Skippy called me after the fight. He is watching right now as we speak, okay? Let me just be very, very clear to you, all right? I am at the point. I don't even know what else to say. The boy, he's quick. He's evasive. He's elusive. I mean, you can't even touch him. And Canelo Alvarez, I'll give him credit, because after the fight, he said, I couldn't catch him. I just couldn't catch him. And this is what it is. Skip, this dude is, I don't know whether it's Michelangelo. I don't know what to call him, Skip. But this dude right now, to my eyes, Skip, to my eyes, I'm not going to insult boxing aficionados, the experts like the late Burt Sugar, God rest his soul.
Floyd's watching. And do it for Floyd. Do it. I dare you.
About Teddy Atlas, all that stuff. I'm not saying, Skip, in terms of boxing, he's the best I've ever seen. But I have reached a point, Skip, where this dude is so gifted, so smooth, so skilled, so superior beyond anything that I have seen. I need somebody to educate me and explain to me if you've seen a better boxer. Because as far as I'm concerned, he's the best on the planet. You literally can't touch this kid unless he wants you to. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous how good this boy is. Floyd Mayweather's the bad boy. You can sit there and hate all you want to, Skip. Floyd Mayweather is a bad boy. Go ahead, Skip.
I don't hate it all. I told you it would be a convincing, unanimous decision. And please don't even hint at greatest ever, because Floyd Mayweather can't punch, Stephen A. You can't say he's better than pound for pound than Muhammad Ali or even Sugar Ray Leonard, because he has no big punch. He was trying to knock this kid out, probably should have knocked him out. I had it 117 to 111, but I also tweeted at the end of the fight because I wanted some of my money back. This was nothing but an overhyped clinic for Floyd Mayweather Jr. This was nothing more than a midnight snack of this poor kid who didn't know what hit him because he couldn't see what was hitting him. He had no clue at age 23 what he was up against. Floyd was clowning him in the 11th round, Stephen A. The poor kid took a big old roundhouse right and hit the rope.
Floyd stops and looks.
Floyd looks back like,
What
whoa,
you hit?
whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
okay.
You were watching. I like that. Good for you. Stephen A., I tweeted this. I would have had more fun watching Lil Wayne and Justin Bieber box. If they would have just stopped the fight after about 3 rounds, we saw what was coming, just say, it's over. You are disqualified, kid, because you got no business being in with this master of defensive boxing. And I wanted to, because, my money would be on Wayne, but I don't know, Bieber's pretty quick on the basketball court. I don't know. It would be interesting to watch. I would have been into it. But I'm sorry. Stephen A., I did think that Canelo won I had him winning 3 rounds. I think it was like 8, 9, and 10 when Floyd just was checked out. He was just trying to get it over with and dance a little bit and just kind of save himself and just playing with him. I'm sorry. It was basically a waste of my time. But I'm going to give you this, Floyd. Since Floyd's watching, let me say one great thing. Floyd, the fittest I've ever seen you look was Saturday night. The strongest I've ever seen you look at age 36 was Saturday night. I admire the way you got into shape for that young man, because I do think you did fear that thunder in his right fist just a little bit, and you looked good. Best I've seen you look.
Skip, first of all, Floyd Mayweather is never out of shape. And I mean never. He always is in shape. He's always keeps
I've
himself
seen him
in
look
shape. That's point number
slimmer
one.
and less cut in his upper
Well,
body.
he was fighting at a lighter weight in the
No, I
past.
know.
He was fighting at a lighter
Well,
weight.
he said he woke up at 147 pounds the morning of the fight.
46.
Yeah.
He woke up at a 146, put on 4 pounds that day. But here's the deal. What I'm trying to say is this. Skip, of course, when you're talking about a fighter, the greatest is the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
Thank you.
Killer instincts, as Teddy Atlas educated us about the other day with Sugar Ray Leonard. That is true. But let's think about this. Whether it's Muhammad Ali, all right, think about the fighters that he fought, the Joe Frazier's, the Ken Nortons, the George Foremans of the world, the Ron Lyles, Ernie Shavers, people like that. You look at him, you look at Sugar Ray Leonard, whether it was Tommy Hitman Hearns, Roberto Duran. I remember the great fighters like the Salvador Sanchez's of the world, the Wilfredo Benitez's of the world, people like that, Skip the Marvelous Marvin Hagler's of the world. They even went against better competition. And of course, they had a greater killer instinct. What I'm asking about Floyd Mayweather, whether they're bigger, they're smaller, whether they're faster, they're slower, more skilled, less skilled, brawlers, boxers, southpaws, straight up dudes, it doesn't matter. This dude goes up against anybody, and he shows himself to be so superior as a boxer. He makes everything look boring because, Skip, they can't touch him. I mean, you had one point. Did you see the 11th? I think it was the 11th round. I'm not sure. Did you see the 11th round when Alvarez was chasing him? He threw a blow. Floyd made him miss and then looked at the photographer so they could take pictures of him, Skip. This is what this dude does. He's on another level, Skip. He's just on another level. You just have, there comes a point in time when, Skip, we have to step back. We have to fall back and just appreciate greatness. No, I wish he had knockout power, no doubt about it. No question. But, Skip, as a boxer, the skill that comes with boxing, this dude is there's nothing else to say, Skip. He's just on another level.
Stephen A.,
he's on another level,
can you have him
Skip.
call in so we can
can't
talk
be
to
touched.
Skip? Stephen A., can you have him call in?
What do you want me to do? I'll text and ask him. I'll text and ask him. I'm just telling Skip, he's on another level, Skip.
Okay, I got one last
on another level.
For you and Floyd. 3 years ago, Manny Pacquiao would have beaten Floyd Mayweather. That was when Manny was interested in boxing, when he was on a mission of vengeance, and he wanted Floyd in the worst way, and Floyd was afraid of him. Maybe because he thought he was using PEDs, I don't know. But he saw a man that was as strong as Floyd and as quick as Floyd, and that could be a not lethal combination, but a killer combination.
Skip?
Yes.
I hear you. I hear where you're coming from. And I'm going to give you this. Although I completely disagree with you, I'm going to validate that you have a legitimate argument when he was being trained by Roger because as exceptional and as great as Roger Mayweather is as his trainer, at the same time, Floyd had gotten a little flat-footed, was determined to prove himself on that level, and was standing toe-to-toe with an Oscar, with the Miguel Cotto, people like that. But since, and don't get me wrong, because I'm not knocking Roger Mayweather because he knows what he's doing with Floyd, and Floyd knows the stuff. But Floyd Mayweather Sr., who, by the way, is in fantastic shape himself. Let me tell you something right now. The way this dude, the way he has trained his son to go back to being defensive-minded and quicker, Floyd looks quicker and faster than he did 5 years ago. As if the sport needed that to deal with. I'm wondering, Skip, I'm wondering how they're going to make a fight of anybody else. There's nobody that can touch him. There's no one that can touch him.
Although, I'll give you this. Floyd has the quickest head in the history of boxing. I mean that literally and figuratively. It's just hard to catch his head, to hit his head, and it's hard to outwit him. But, Stephen A., I know you watched the prelim. That Danny Garcia, a Philadelphia fighter, that could be interesting. Could be, at least it could be.
Danny Garcia is an incredibly gifted young fighter. Matisse has power out of his mind.
He does.
He neutralized that boy, took some of his best shots as well. I love Danny Garcia. He deserves the hype and praise. He'll make Philadelphia proud. He needs to stay away from Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Okay.
That's not something he wants.
Well, at least it'd be competitive.
We had a good time, huh? Saturday, watching the game.
Oh, it was great.
I had the chicken.
Which game?
We did. Remember? And then we watched the fight. What? You don't want the world to know.
No, I don't.
All right. Cam Newton falls to 0-2 on the season.